made, this was brewed on September the 24th, and today is
October 17th.
October 17th. So it's gone an extra week, longer than what's recommended, which is okay. It just means that it fermented a little bit longer. So what I'm going to do now with this Master Tonic or Fire Cider, whichever one you want to call it, is I'm going to pour it into this bowl right here. Now, a lot of people suggest that you pour it into a clean sock or a t-shirt or something like that and just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze until you get it all out. What I planned to do was to pour it in this bowl and mash it and then pour it into this fine mesh sieve with some gauze over top of it into this bowl, and then I'm going to transfer it into these bottles that had apple cider vinegar in it. So if you want to know where I got my cloth from, that's what I was using, or what I am using, not just for this, but for my apple cider vinegar that I'm making as well. So I'm just going to use these bottles that I emptied the vinegar out of in order to make this tonic, and that's what I'm going to do now. So if you will hold that. I don't have a masher. I do have gloves though, but oh, don't get it in your eyes, it's hot.
It looks absolutely fetid, but it's supposed to be good for you.
Well, we'll
What
see.
do you think of the smell?
It just smells very vinegary and peppery to me. It doesn't smell bad. I hope I have a masher and that is not left in the rig. So there you go. Let's see what we got over here.
I'll give you a close-up of the potential. All of these things, the peppers and everything has been working together.
Yeah, guess what, y'all? I don't have a masher. So I'm just going to do this.
Looks evil.
Well, the idea is to squeeze as much liquid out of the vegetables as possible. So I'm going to do this. Hopefully it's not too dark because I think Mr. Viking's blocking the light that he's standing in front of.
Oh, well, how about I go there?
How about that?
I can go around the other side.
Okay, how about that?
Okay, y'all bear with me. Here we go. There we go.
Okay. So
As you can see, the sister is busy squishing and mushing.
Now this is the tonic that has jalapeno peppers. I put 2 whole lemons in here. Not whole, I did cut them up. I sliced them up. And you can see the jalapeno. With the seeds, right? I didn't take the seeds out. And a lot of ginger. I think there's 3 or 4 ginger roots in here. So.
Onion?
Yes, and there's 2 onions in here. And that's all. And turmeric powder. Because I didn't have the turmeric root like I have in the other ones. The other 2 jars that I'm working on. But those 2 have to go a long way yet. And this has red Thai chili in it as well. So, I'm going to get a ladle and start spooning this into there. So just keep that right here.
I'm going to keep this right here.
And this ladle needs to be washed. So let me do that.
All right.
Right quick.
Marvelous.
I really didn't want to get my hands into it, right, as far as doing all the squeezing and all that. And I still might. I've got gloves. So we'll just have to see if I do that or not. So I'm just going to do this.
the expression, something wicked this way comes?
And then after I get finished doing this, I'm going to, I'll puree some of this, and some of this I won't. Oh, this is going to be a long time coming through. This is going to take a while. But I'll puree some of it and put it in freezer bags because you can use it as a soup base. You can use it as a soup base if you want. It's quite thick. So this is going to take a minute. Okay, it's starting to come through. I might have to put a little pressure on it to get it to go through there.
Try putting more of the liquid and less of the solid in there.
Yeah. So I'll come back when this is done sieving through. So hang in there with me. I'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, this was taking way too long. So I decided to go ahead and use the gloves. What?
Leave the mash in the bowl and just take the liquid.
Well, I'm squeezing.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. So this is still going to take, I'm over here now. This is going to take a while. So I just wanted to show you how I've switched my technique here for the moment. And I am squeezing the liquid through the gauze, and I'm putting it into that blender right there. Once I squeeze all the liquid out, I am going to have to put some liquid in here because you don't want to burn up your motor because it's too dense. So I'll have to put some liquid back in here into the blender. But I'm going to put this here for the moment. And let me take some of this out. That's actually probably hot enough. But you're going to need a little bit of liquid just to get it to mash up. Okay. So you can see that this is a fine strainer. And it's catching a lot of the sediment. Okay, so now it's time for the cleanup, but I wanted to show you guys out of this big gallon jug right here, I was able to get 2 bottles of Master Tonic. Now I still have the other 2 bottles going, and this formula probably won't clear up. Some of them I've seen were kind of clear and a little bit of sediment on the bottom. This might not clear up because I used turmeric powder instead of turmeric root because I didn't have the root at the time, and there's, like I said, there's no horseradish in this. So this is the final product. I'm kind of happy with it. You know how much that came out. I haven't tasted it yet, and when you do taste it, you can have, I would suggest that you not take it on an empty stomach, especially if you're not used to really spicy foods, because there are a lot of peppers in here. And I'm going to refrigerate it. I probably don't have to refrigerate it because it has a high acid content. But I would probably go ahead and put it in a refrigerator. But anyway, so after I taste it, I'll let you know what I think.